And I had one more verse from Way of a Bodhisattva that I wanted to reflect on. And this is also from chapter 6, because it really is the best chapter because, well, for me, because I'm impatient. So this one says, if there's a remedy when trouble strikes, what reason is there for dejection? And if there's no help for it, what use is there in being glum? And, I think this is a great mind training that anybody could use because this verse undoes emotional struggle. So when you're having a difficult time, can you fix it? Think about it. Can you fix it? If you can't fix it, what are you upset about? It can't be fixed. It's better to accept it. It's not judgmental. It's not telling us like you're bad for being upset about it. And it's not saying, you're a bad person if you have emotions. But what it's saying is, rather than being upset about it, it would be better to put your energy into accepting it. You can't fix it. There's nothing you can do. So it's better to accept it. And then it says, that one is this, if there's a remedy when trouble strikes. So if you can fix it, then don't be upset about it. Just fix it. So think about it. If you can fix it, don't be upset. Just do it. And then if there's nothing you can do, why be upset? So, Americans, not Tibetans, I would say, Americans will hear a verse like verse 10 and get into a lot of self-judgment about a verse like this. Like, I'm such a bad person because, there's nothing I can do and I shouldn't be upset. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. We get into all this, self-judgment. That's not really part of the Way of the Bodhisattva teachings, obviously. The Way of the Bodhisattva teachings are completely practical. And all it's doing is telling you, you would have a better result to put your energy into accepting the situation. You would feel better if you accepted the situation. And there's no judgment about that. That's just the truth. All of us would feel better if we could accept the truth of our own lives. And so I've heard Rinpoche give this advice a lot of times when people come up and talk to him. He doesn't give this advice about, really painful things. Like Rinpoche lost some of his family members to cancer. And if someone came up to him and wanted to talk about that, Rinpoche's not going to say, like, there's nothing you can do, so why be sad? That's not the point. But a lot of the time, the emotional struggle that we're in is about really small things. And it would be better for us to just be able to undo that and free ourselves up for practice. And then when we get into really big emotional struggles with those big things in life, because we've done mind training when we have smaller problems, we're a little bit more equipped to deal with bigger things. If we're just involved in emotional struggle all the time, then it's like every small thing is a big thing and every big thing is a small thing. And life is really painful. It's very difficult to handle. And so whatever that we can do to free ourselves up to practice Dharma, we should all be very pragmatic. We should all be willing to do whatever that is, so that we're able to practice. Because from my point of view, that's the only thing that brings happiness. It brings happiness. Just practice in itself brings happiness, but it helps us change. And then we can plant some different seeds.